The internet loves 5 a.m. Wake up at 5, journal, work out, drink water, meditate, build your empire before the world wakes up. It sounds powerful. It sounds disciplined. It sounds like the secret routine humans were somehow meant to follow. But there is one problem. For most of human history, nobody was waking up at exactly 5 a.m. Not because they were lazy, not because they lacked discipline, but because 5 a.m. is a clock time. And ancient humans did not live by clocks. They lived by light, temperature, hunger, safety, seasons, and the needs of the group. So the question is not, did ancient humans wake up early? Sometimes they did. The better question is this: why do they not wake up at 5 a.m. every day? And why might you not want to either? To understand this, we have to separate two things people often confuse: waking with nature and waking with an alarm. Those are not the same thing. Ancient humans did not have phones buzzing beside their heads. They did not have factory shifts. They did not have electric lights keeping them awake until midnight. They did not have social media telling them that sleep is weakness. Their sleep was shaped by the environment. When it got dark, activity changed. When it got cold, bodies conserved energy. When predators were active, people stayed alert. When the sun rose, the group gradually became more active. But that does not mean everyone jumped up at one fixed time. In nature, sunrise changes constantly. In summer, the sun rises earlier. In winter, it rises later. Near the equator, day length stays more stable. Farther north or south, it can shift dramatically. So a strict 5 a.m. wake-up time is not natural. It is mechanical. It comes from clocks, not biology. Your body does not really know what 5 a.m. is. Your body knows darkness, light, temperature, meal timing, hormones, routine, stress, and sleep pressure. This is controlled by your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm is the internal timing system that helps regulate sleep, wakefulness, body temperature, digestion, and hormone release. One of the most important signals is light. Morning light tells your brain that the day has started. Darkness helps your body produce melatonin, a hormone that supports sleep. Ancient humans got a strong natural signal every day: bright sunlight in the morning, dim firelight at night. Modern humans get something very different: weak indoor light during the day, bright screens at night, late meals, artificial schedules, stress, caffeine, and alarms. Then we wonder why waking up feels terrible. A 5 a.m. routine can work for some people, but only if the rest of their life moves with it. That means sleeping early enough, getting enough total sleep, seeing morning light, reducing bright light at night, eating and exercising at reasonable times, and not using early waking as a way to steal time from rest. The problem is that many people try to wake up at 5 a.m. while still living like it is midnight at 11:30 p.m. That is not discipline. That is sleep deprivation with a motivational quote on top. Most adults need around 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Some need a little less. Some need more. If you wake at 5 a.m., a healthy bedtime may need to be around 9 or 10 p.m. But many people are not asleep then. They are working, commuting, cleaning, scrolling, watching videos, answering messages, or trying to recover from a stressful day. So when the alarm rings at 5, the body is not being optimized. It is being interrupted. And interrupted sleep has consequences: poor focus, low mood, more cravings, weaker memory, slower reaction time, more stress, less patience, and over time, worse health. The ancient human body was not built to win a productivity challenge. It was built to survive by matching energy to conditions. If the night was dangerous, someone might stay awake. If the weather was cold, the group might rest longer. If food was scarce, movement might begin early. If the moon was bright, activity could extend into the night. If the season changed, sleep changed with it. Flexibility was natural. Rigid clock worship was not. There is another part of ancient sleep that surprises people. Sleep may not always have happened in one perfect block. In many pre-industrial societies, people often had more fluid sleep patterns. They might sleep for a while, wake during the night, talk, tend the fire, pray, think, check surroundings, or care for children, then sleep again. This is sometimes called segmented sleep. Not everyone slept this way all the time, but it reminds us that the modern expectation of one flawless sleep block, followed by a harsh alarm, is not the only human pattern. Before electricity, night was longer. Darkness created more space for rest. Firelight allowed some evening social life, but it was dim compared to modern bulbs and screens. The body had clearer signals. Today, many people are tired not because they wake too late, but because their days and nights are confused. The brain gets light when it expects darkness, stress when it expects safety, stimulation when it expects quiet. Then the alarm demands performance. This is why wake up earlier is often the wrong solution. The better question is, are you sleeping in rhythm with your life and your body? Because not everyone has the same chronotype. Chronotype is your natural tendency toward earlier or later sleep and wake times. Some people are morning types. They feel alert early. They naturally fade earlier at night. For them, 5 a.m. may feel peaceful and productive. Others are evening types. Their energy rises later. Their brain may not feel fully online at dawn. For them, forcing a 5 a.m. schedule can feel like fighting their biology every day. This does not mean night owls should ignore responsibilities. Modern life still has schedules, but it does mean that moralizing wake-up times is foolish. Waking at 5 a.m. does not make someone better. Waking at 8 a.m. does not make someone lazy. The real measure is whether you are rested, healthy, consistent, and able to do meaningful work. Ancient humans understood energy in a more practical way. They did not wake early to prove identity. They woke when waking made sense. If a hunt needed cool morning air, they moved early. If heat made midday dangerous, they rested. If winter nights were long, they slept or stayed sheltered longer. If danger appeared, sleep broke instantly. Their sleep was not a brand. It was a survival system. Modern productivity culture often forgets this. It treats the body like an obstacle. Sleep less, wake earlier, push harder, ignore tiredness. But the body is not a machine you dominate. It is the foundation you operate from. A tired brain does not become wise because the clock says 5 a.m. A stressed nervous system does not become calm because you bought a planner. A sleep-deprived body does not become healthier because you watched a morning routine video. There is nothing magical about 5 a.m. What matters is alignment. If you want to wake earlier, start with bedtime. Move it gradually. Get morning sunlight. Dim lights at night. Keep caffeine earlier in the day. Build a wind-down routine. Protect your sleep like it matters, because it does. But if your life, work, family, or biology does not support 5 a.m., you do not need to force it to be successful. You may be better off waking at 6:30, 7, or even later, if that gives you enough sleep and a clearer mind. The goal is not to wake before everyone else. The goal is to wake restored. Ancient humans did not survive by obeying a number on a clock. They survived by reading the world. Light, weather, danger, hunger, season, warmth, community. Their bodies listened because their lives depended on it. Our lives look different now, but our biology is still listening. It listens to light. It listens to stress. It listens to sleep debt. It listens when you keep pushing, and eventually it answers. So if 5 a.m. genuinely works for you, good, use it wisely. But if it makes you miserable, foggy, anxious, and exhausted, it is not a sign that you are weak. It may be a sign that your body is asking for a rhythm instead of a punishment. The ancient lesson is simple: wake with purpose. Sleep with respect, and never confuse exhaustion with discipline.